Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Pursuing Peace. I'm Dina, and in today's video, I'm going to review for you the Letter of the Week curriculum from Confessions of a Homeschooler. So stay tuned. Okay, so the Letter of the Week program from Confessions of a Homeschooler. This is the very first curriculum I ever used when I first started homeschooling my little ones, and I am still using it. It is so fabulous. I love it, and I can't wait to share it with you. I can already tell that this video is going to be a little bit lengthy, and I'm sorry about that, but it's because I want to do this curriculum justice, and I want to give you kind of a comprehensive idea of what it all comes with, so that way you can see if it's a right fit for your little ones and for your family. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what it is. I'm going to let you see it in action. I'm going to show you how I organize it, and I'm also going to do a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay with me till the very end because I am going to be giving away something special from Confessions of a Homeschooler. Okay, first of all, so what is it? There are tons of Letter of the Week type of things out there where you can just kind of build your own curriculum. But basically what it is what it sounds like. It's you focus on one letter per week, and you do that for 26 weeks, so 26 letters, and you do different activities and different things based on that specific letter. It usually is geared toward preschoolers, and that's the same for this curriculum. I started it when my oldest was about to be 4. This specific curriculum is a full curriculum, and you can get it at confessionsofahomeschooler.com. It's made by Erica. When you put in your order, what you're going to get is a download, and so you do have to print it out and kind of cut it up and do different things like that to prep it, but once it's prepped, it's open and go, and it's wonderful. I will show you a little bit more about how I do that and what that all entails in the organization part of this video, so stay tuned for that. If you have not been to Erica's website, confessionsofahomeschooler.com, then you need to go. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below, so that way you can go and check it out. She has tons of free printables. She has curriculum from preschool, I believe, all the way through high school, just different unit studies and different things like that she's created. I've only used her Letter of the Week program, so I can't really review anything else, but based on that, I would say anything she has is really great. So go check it out, confessionsofahomeschooler.com. And like I said, she has tons of free printables, but she also has full curriculum all ready to go for you. All you have to do is print it out and set it up. And that is in her shop where you can purchase the curriculum that she has created. And I don't know about you moms, but when I was a brand new homeschooler, I had no idea what I was doing. I have no teaching background. I had never had a desire to teach kids. So then when God placed it on my heart to homeschool my kids, I was like, what? What are you talking about? Because I that's just not who I am. But He knows better than we do all the time, and it has been such a wonderful journey. So when I started searching for curriculum, I was looking specifically for something that would kind of hold my hand, so to speak, and kind of walk me through, because I didn't even know what I needed to teach my little one. I knew the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but other than that, I had no idea. So the first place I went to was Pinterest, but then the second place was YouTube. And YouTube has a plethora of information out there and videos for everything from preschool to high school. And it's by mamas that have really great advice. So if you are a homeschooling mom or dad, I would suggest go on YouTube and just kind of research preschool curriculum or kindergarten curriculum or you can be more specific, handwriting curriculum for kindergarten. You could see inside books before you buy them. It's a wonderful resource. It's a wonderful tool for homeschooling parents. So as I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my little girl, I stumbled on a YouTube channel called Full Purpose and Heart. Her name is Kaylin, and I've mentioned her in previous videos. I'll link her channel down below too, so you can check it out. Her kids are a year older than mine, so it was wonderful because I got to see what she did and how she used it, and she reviewed it and everything like that. And so she's wonderful at her reviews. So she reviewed the Letter of the Week program, and it was exactly what I wanted. It has daily lesson plans already laid out for you. It already shows you what you need to be teaching your kids, and it was something I knew that I could do with my little ones. It's not very complicated. It's not something that I have to study ahead of time or anything like that. And so it was perfect. So thank you, Kaylin, for reviewing that so that way I could figure out what I needed to do with my little ones. Okay, so now for the fun part. You're going to be able to see it in action. I'm now on my third child using this curriculum, so you see how much I love it and how much it works. It is the very first thing I do when we start the homeschooling process because it's very hands-on. There's a lot of activities. It's not just all sitting down at a table doing worksheets. So it's perfect for little hands and little bodies, little hearts and little minds. So I've used it for my oldest, my second oldest, and now I'm using it for my third. And she is absolutely loving it. Careful!
Example number 8. Example number 6.
Okay, now Aubrey, I want you to bring me the cards in order, okay? So bring me number 1. Starting at number 1.
I'll tell
Okay,
her.
1.
No,
Thank you. Now 2.
No, because I can bring me number 2.
This curriculum works for preschool age, but that can range anywhere from like 2.5 all the way up to like 5 years old. Even though my 5-year-old has already gone through this curriculum, she sits and she wants to do stuff with us all the time. And it's so neat to see them doing stuff together because even though she's gone through this already and she knows all of that information, it's still a fun, hands-on way for that information to kind of just sink back in her head and for her to just have fun with it all over again. And it's just neat. It's great to be able to see that it can work for so many different ages. And if you saw the day in the life video that I did for preschool, then you caught a glimpse of this curriculum in action when I was doing it with both of my oldest kids. And not only that, but how I did it in conjunction with the Good and the Beautiful Pre-K and Primer. What are you guys? Yeah. The letter is C. Good job. C.
Mom, look.
Cat. That's right.
Colossus.
Colossus. Computer starts with C. That's right, big girl. What else?
Cucumber.
Cucumber. That's right.
Guys, come look. Hey, Mom. E.
Yeah, C.
Canada.
Canada. That's right. What's another one?
If you give a mouse a cookie.
That's right, baby. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. In the light of the moon, a little gray egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar.
I got the caterpillar.
Huh? Okay, so good. String it on. Okay, now the next one is Abby. He started to look for some food. And on Monday, he ate through one apple. So string the apple. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears. But he was still hungry.
2 pairs of what?
Just 2. Da-da. There you go. Just 1 pear. And 2 pears. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. Was he still hungry? Yeah, he was still hungry. 3 plums. Good job. 1. The next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf.
Yay!
After that, he felt much, much better. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore, was he? He was a great, big, fat caterpillar. Now he built a small house called a what?
A cocoon.
A cocoon or a chrysalis around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put all of him, let's put him inside this bed.
No.
So we're gonna put all of him inside his cocoon. We're gonna close him up, okay? So he's nice and cozy and warm. We'll put him under here. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks.
And why is it the
Yeah, and then look, he nibbled a hole out of the cocoon, and he pushed his way through, and out came what?
hungry butterfly?
Let's see what he is. What is he?
It is. A butterfly.
It's a
No, Mom, can I
butterfly.
do the basket things now?
Show them.
Hey, Mama, come on.
Let's change it into a puppy.
Okay, Okay, y'all, so this is how I organize the letter of the week. So all of this is just 1 week's worth of activities. And if you've seen my science video, you know that I have a love-hate relationship with binders. But having the sturdiness of this binder really helps with having all of these activities in there. So this is one of the times that I do use a normal binder. I believe it's just an inch binder. It might be half an inch. So let's go ahead and check this out. So first off, so this is one of the lesson plans, and I accidentally printed it out like this. It is meant to be print horizontally, so it can be a little bit bigger, but this actually works for me because, you know, I just have to open it up to the front of the binder here, so it's not a big deal for me, but it is really small. So this is the letter C. This is what you just saw my little girl doing because we just finished the letter C. All of this was just kind of my writing from when I first started it a few years ago. This is when I was first planning out our circle time. And if you want to see how we do circle time, that is in our day in the life video, which I linked before up in the iSky card thing. So if you would like to see that, just go ahead and click on that. So I'm sorry, it's not going to focus very well, but so this is the letter C, and here it kind of gives you an idea of something you could do. It says group time over here. And so this is kind of like circle time and gives you an idea of something you can do at the beginning of for each day. And it says Pledge of Allegiance, song, you know, it says motion CD, verse CD, or days, weeks, month of the year, alphabet song, calendar, place number on calendar and count, date, today is, month, day, and year, review yesterday and today and tomorrow, or yesterday and tomorrow. So we do all of that. Weather, put up daily weather card. It says optional, fill in weather graph, memory verse. And she does have a memory verse and a memory verse card for each of the weeks. We don't use these anymore because there's something else that we use for our memory verses. If you saw the How We Do Bible video that I made, then you can see how we do that, and I'll link it above. Daily learning notebook. She does that at the very beginning of each day, right before we get into all of the activities. And it says review A through Z flashcards. And I kind of do that. And we don't have the flashcards that she has, but we have some other flashcards that we kind of use to do that. So then over here, it just tells you, let's see, I crossed this out because I didn't need it. But it says introduce letter C, sing Leapfrog Letter Factory for letter C. And to be honest, we didn't really use this, but now my kids are all about Leapfrog, and so we do this kind of not here, but we do this every once in a while just because they just love the Leapfrog videos and stuff. And then it says caterpillar puzzle, lacing cards, magnet page, caterpillar floor numbers, and then it says read, and it gives you a suggestion if you give a mouse a cookie. Let's see, make memory bracelet for letter C. And then it says down here, introduce Spanish words for the week. And I did Spanish greetings here. So this is stuff that I've written before that I don't really necessarily do anymore. But that looks great. You can just tailor this to work for your family. So then it goes through like that each day. These blue things are actually links. Like this says craft caterpillar pom-pom from my blog. But so what I did to prep this was I just printed out the pictures and stuff, and you'll see that in here of how to do everything, so that way I have it in the binder all the time with the letter C. Letter C hunt worksheets, and I have all of that, and that's all stuff that you can get for free on her website. And this says movement, make your body into the shape of a letter. So it's just a whole bunch of, this is not just, you know, sit down activities, which sit down activities are great and they work really well for my family, but there's also a lot of movement in here. Like you saw us do a scavenger hunt. The floor numbers are really great. There's projects to do, there's books to read, and then at the end of every week she has a family fun night. And for this one, she says make cookies and watch Clifford or Care Bears. And I mean, you can watch whatever C movie or show that you like or is appropriate for your kids. But I think that's just so great that she gives ideas on what to do. Because like I said before, when I was first starting this, I had no idea what to do with these kids. And thank you, Erica, for just giving me the confidence and the ideas to just go along. And now I can come up with my own ideas because I had such a good example. So let's go ahead and open this binder up. Now this is from the Bob Books. What is it? It's the pre-readers. And I got this at like a curriculum sale it was used. I got it for maybe a couple of bucks or something. And we go through and we read this every once in a while. That's not part of the curriculum, but it's just something I keep in here because my little girl likes to read those every once in a while. This is from Confessions of a Homeschooler's website, and it has book recommendations for each letter. So I will go through and check out what my library has like a week before we're going to start the letter C and put books on hold. What we'll also do is just find books that we already have that start with the letter C, and we'll put those aside. And then whenever there's like a reading time, then we'll just read those. What I have back here, just additional dot to dot. This is not on her website. This is something that I got somewhere else. I don't remember where, but my little girl just needed a little bit easier dot to dot. She's actually already starting to do the dot to dot that is with the curriculum, so I don't really need to have these in here anymore. I should take them out. And so what I do here too is anytime she does anything with the letter C, I just put it in the back here. And then when I'm switching out the letters in this binder for the following week, I will take all of that stuff out and I will put it in a place for me to have it all together for the end of the year. I make them a memory binder. So it's super easy to just keep it all in here, and then I pull it out, put it all together with the other letters, and then I have it all together for when I'm going to go make a memory binder for her. So something else that I did is I made these tabs for each day of the week because I found that I was just flipping all over and it was a little bit of a waste of time. And you know, if you have little ones, you will lose them quick. So what I did is I put these tabs, they're actually these like stick-on tabs that I had, and I just put them on a sheet protector. And so I just made my own little kind of tab things, but any divider tabs will work just fine. So that way, if I know, okay, well, I know we're on Wednesday, I could just turn to Wednesday and not have to figure out where we are with everything. So then I go through and I put everything in order based on this lesson plan. Sorry, my belly keeps showing. I am more than halfway through my pregnancy, and sometimes my belly just doesn't want to get out of the way. Okay, so you saw this caterpillar. I put everything in a sheet protector. And like, for instance, this, I know I'm going to pull out, but I don't really want to put holes in it either because then the paint will kind of go all over the place. So everything goes in a sheet protector in order. See, here's the page of the craft that we did with the pom-poms and the craft sticks. So I just printed this off from her blog and keep it in here so that way I know what we need to do specifically for that craft. These are actually free printables on her website. If you want to check those out, they just go and they circle all of the C's. It's really great. I have more because sometimes my other kids want to do it too. So, okay. And so this is how I sort if it's got extra stuff in here. I just take, you know, like a normal Ziploc bag. I put the little manipulatives in here and then I just put them right into the sheet protector. So it's all there. I don't have to go flipping through anything. It's all just right there, ready to go for me. And I did put this on here before because I was storing them all in a different place, but you don't, if you're going to put them with the game, then you don't have to do that. Then you don't have to write anything in there. I just kind of slid it on there. See, like this one doesn't have anything written on because I know that these are for this game. I believe this is also a free printable on her website. It's for the Hungry Caterpillar book. So you saw all of this. I don't know if you saw these. We didn't do them for the letter C because it didn't actually call for it, but I have done it in the past with the different letters. And it just spells out caterpillar in capital letters here and then in lowercase over here. I don't know why I printed it out in black and white. It's usually color. So she has little, she calls them discs. They're letters that look like this and you just glue them onto discs and then the child just matches all the letters and spells out the word. I just printed it out, laminated them. I didn't want to buy the discs. So now we just have little like C circles that are laminated and little A circles and stuff like that. And so they just use those and that seems to work just fine. And this is the letter of the week craft. Again, I just printed it out from the blog, and I believe this is on a different blog. She says it right here. No time for flashcards. So if you have the curriculum, anything that's in blue right here, sorry that I'm getting so wonky. Anything that's in blue right here is a hyperlink. So on your PDF, you can just click on that and it'll take you directly to that page. So you don't have to search for anything. And so the way that I store all of kind of the extra game pieces and, you know, like these big C's and the puzzles and different things like that is just a gallon-sized bag. I put them each in there, and then I put them in order based on when we're going to do them. That way I don't have to flip around and kind of search through them. You don't have to do that. They're all in one place. So, I mean, if you want to just kind of stick them in there and you know that all the letter C stuff is in here, then that's fine. But I just don't like wasting time because my kids are so young and they're just I'm gonna lose them. So this is the lacing card, puzzles, and see, these I did label, and this is it's not a label, it's just Sharpie and I think it's construction paper and Scotch tape. So that way I knew, because once they're all kind of in there like this, it gets a little bit hard to figure out, especially if you're new. For the first couple of weeks, you're like, what was this game again? So I just label them like that, and they're all in here, and I hole punched the gallon bag. I didn't know that you could do that, but yeah, it just goes right into the hole punch and do it, and you might have to pull the little circles apart because, you know, it's like plastic, but it works, and it stays in there. And then these are the floor cards. These are hole punched because, you know, I was trying to figure out whether I wanted a hole punch or not. I ended up not hole punching all of them because they fit nicely in this back pocket. And I only really pull them out once throughout the week, so it works. And then this back here, this is not from her curriculum, but she does suggest it. So in the lesson plans, you'll see her say, put letter C on alphabet tree. And that specifically goes with the Chicka Chicka Boom Boom book. We watch it either on a YouTube video or I'll read the book to her. Also on our day in the life video. In the background, you can see I created a whole palm tree and I put it on the wall because she has letters that you can laminate and you can cut out and stick them on your Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree. I did not do that this year because we just did not have space for it in our new schoolroom. And so what I did do is I printed this out, just, you know, I Googled palm tree or coconut tree and I put it on a Word sheet and printed it out. And then I got letter stickers, and every week we put the letter on the coconut tree. And it seems to be working pretty good. I mean, at some point, I think I'd like to do the big coconut tree again, but because my older kids had already done it, I decided to just do it like this. And this works really well for us. And she still loves to read the book, and she loves to sing the song. So yeah, you guys, so that's how I organize the Letter of the Week program. So another thing that you'll get when you order the full curriculum online is that you'll get this daily learning notebook. And Erica updates this every year. So if you do use this for more than 1 year, then you will need to order this specific thing again, but it's only like $3 or something like that. It's super cheap and well worth it. And the way that I organize it, again, because I don't really like the binders, is these rings, and then I have them in sheet protectors. And this makes it able to fit into the Latchmate bins. Here's her bin right here, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that later. It fits into the bins quite nicely like this. So what you get here is you get one of these for each day of the week. So she traces it, she circles whatever date it is. She doesn't quite do this yet either. I thought about maybe kind of making numbers for her to trace on here because she can trace really well. She just, you know, she's not even 3 yet. She's almost 3. So she's just not quite there yet. So we'll use this at some point later on. And then these, I have these. So these come in a sheet, and I just printed them out and laminated them. And then she can use them as dry erase. So then we have one for every day of the month. And then, you know, when the 26th rolls around again next month, then we'll use it again for the 26th. So yes, you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I believe there is a Sunday also. I just didn't print it out because I knew we wouldn't do school on Sunday. It comes with this here, 100 Days of School, which I didn't know was a thing. So the first 100 days of school is a thing in public schools also. And I just think it's a fun idea. So she puts a sticker for every day that we have school. She'll put one sticker on a block. And when we get to 100, I told her we can have a party. And so every time she puts it on, she says, okay, now can we have a party yet? Can we have a party yet? I'm like, no, baby, not quite yet. And these I just got at the Target dollar spot. But you can use any sticker. It actually says to color it, but I thought that she would enjoy the stickers and it would give her more of a variety in her school day instead of just tracing or coloring the whole time. And this is so great. It's I can write my name. They're practice sheets and you can either laminate it or you can put it in a sheet protector and makes it into like kind of a dry erase pocket. And, you know, she just practices it over and over and over again. Surprisingly, she really, really enjoys practicing her name. I have her trace it first, and then I have her kind of try to write it out. A lot of times her A's are like this big, and then she'll do a U, and then she'll write the B over here, you know. So, but it's fine. It's giving her practice, and it's really great. So what also comes with it is you can have her actually write it on here. And we school year round. So our school year started early, so we started in June. So I just printed out an extra copy of it, and then I made this for June, and this is for July. And so this is how she wrote her name in June, and this is how she wrote her name in July. And then when August comes around, you know, I'll have her printed on here also in September. It's just kind of a neat way to keep track of the progression in her writing. And so I love this type of stuff where you can go back and look at it. Now, this is a lot of the reason why Erica updates this every year, because she has these traceable calendars. And so obviously the days are going to change every year, so she has to update them. So these are really neat. I used to use these as dry erase, but then I decided if I'm not going to be able to use them anyway, I'll just let her use a real pencil, and then I can see how well, you know, she traced in July 2019 versus July 2020. Oh, it's so weird to say that. And down here we have what's the weather like today, and every day we just kind of go through here. And we live in Arizona, and thankfully it's monsoon season, so we do have a few different you know, cloudy days and stuff like this. But before monsoon season hit, it was all sunny all the way through. So June was not varied as far as weather goes. And then down here at the end, you can put most common weather for July. So it's kind of a little graphing practice for them. And I have all of the days back here in a sheet protector, and then I just paper clip this up front because I didn't want to have to pull it out every time. These you get with it also, and it just helps with the shapes. It's got all kinds of shapes in here. You can kind of see the crescent on the next page. I believe there's a hexagon, there's a square there. And so, you know, she can trace it, she can color it. I'll let her paint it a lot of the times because she loves to paint. And then she's got one of these coloring sheets for every letter of the alphabet. So D, dolphin, duck, dog. I thought that was a rabbit. Okay, dog. And then she traces it. So I'll let her color that and put it in her memory binder at the end of the year. And then here, this goes all the way up to, I believe, 20. Nice. You can have your child kind of trace it with their finger. She likes to just paint it. So then she knows she'll paint it with a brush or color it. So yeah, so that's the daily learning notebook. We do this every day before we go into any of the letter of the week activities. I have it usually open and ready for her. Like say if it's Friday, I have it open for her like this, you know, with her marker kind of sitting there. So she just goes, sits down, and she starts. It gives me time to get everyone else situated, and then I can come and help her with the rest of it. So the next thing I wanted to kind of show you guys is how I organize the little manipulatives. The binder itself that I use does not fit in here just because, you know, it's bulky and there's other things that I want to fit in there. That stays in a separate basket on our kitchen counter so that it's easy to grab. So we have here all of these. You saw those, and I keep them in order. Whenever we're done, I just put this one in the back. And then the one that I need is right on top the next day. So that's super easy. Her pencil, I usually have her dry erase marker in here too. This is actually from the Good and the Beautiful's pre-K, which I'm planning on using for her as soon as we're done with this program. So I just decided to leave it here because it just fits here perfectly, and I don't want it to get ruined or smashed anywhere else. Here we have magnets for the magnet page. And I got these at Walmart. Here's what they look like. I got her some new ones too. So magnets. These are those little discs that I was kind of trying to explain to you guys. See, I just printed them out and laminated them, and she uses them to spell words and spell different things. I did realize that I needed to print out 2 copies of each because, you know, there are more than like 2 E's in one word or whatever, or 2 T's or whatever, so I needed to print out more than 1 page, but that's fine. So there are the lowercase, and then these are the uppercase, and these I just got at the Dollar Tree. These are so great. They have these, and then they have little square ones too. I use these in all of their bins for their tiny manipulatives. They fit perfectly in here. Here are some dice for the games that we play. Here's some thread, shoelaces actually, for the lacing. Here are some little clothespins for the number clip cards. I love that. She really likes those too. That's a great way for, you know, like fine motor skill practice as well as number practice. Here are her crayons, and I think this is all just kind of extra stuff, extra stickers. I have a ruler in here and I'm not really sure why. And this is for another little thing that we have in here where she can create letters and I think shapes and different things. I got this on Amazon. That's how I organize the manipulatives. Now, another question is, you know, once you do have everything printed out, how do you store it? The way Erica says to store it is to get binders, and then you have 26 binders, and you don't have to switch out the binders every week like I do, which is a really good idea. And she actually has sleeves for the binders and covers for the binders that you can print out, so it all looks uniform, and it's super cute and ready to go. But we didn't have the shelf room for that. So how I did it is I got just 2 of these crates. Sorry, it's a little bit off. I just got 2 of these crates and labeled them letter of the week A through L and then L through Z. And they are in here. Each one has their own hanging file. And we start with the vowels. So you see A, E, I, O, U, and then here's letter B. And then here is letter C, which is empty because it's in my binder right now. So then when I switch it over, I just put all the stuff back into letter C, and then I just pull everything out of letter D and organize it. And if I print anything extra out, if I need to print something extra out, like a coloring sheet or the do-a-dot sheets or anything like that that needs to be reprinted, I'll just reprint it at that time. You can also do that at the very beginning of the year if you want. I found that it works for me to just sit down on Sunday night or Saturday night and just take, 10 minutes to just kind of reprint stuff if I need to and organize it all. I'm sorry about all of the mess on this side. Everything's kind of a hot mess right now because we are moving soon, and so I don't really want to organize everything when I know that we are leaving. Okay, so it's the time you've been waiting for. It's time to give you the info about the giveaway. This is my very first giveaway, so I'm super excited. So as I was getting the curriculum ready for this year, I realized that I had an extra week's worth of activities. It's the letter B week. And what had happened is I had accidentally printed it twice, and it's all just so pretty, I didn't want to just throw it away. So what I did is I contacted Erica over at Confessions of a Homeschooler and asked her if I'd be able to give it away to one of my subscribers. Now, she was so gracious and she said yes. So I'm really excited to be able to share this with one of you guys. Now, all of her curriculum is copywritten, so you will most definitely not be able to turn around and resell it or anything like that, but I have wonderful subscribers and I don't think that any of you will do that. So what this giveaway comes with is it comes with a full week's worth of lesson plans and letter B activities. It's got all kinds of things that you just saw Aubrey doing, like puzzles and pattern activities, tanagram activities, and the floor numbers. And I'm going to send it all in one package to one of you guys. And so you do have to cut it up and do different things like that to prep it. But once it's prepped, it's open and go, and it's wonderful. And I'm sorry, I can only send it with somewhere within the 48 states. So if you live there, then definitely enter in for this giveaway. The way to enter is 1, subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to click that bell icon so that way you get notified when new videos pop up. 2, Leave a comment down below and let me know how old your kids are that you'd be using it for, and if it's preschoolers or kindergartners, because you can use this curriculum for anyone that age. And 3, go over to my Instagram and follow me on Instagram, because that is how I'm going to announce the winners. And if you are the winner, I'm going to go ahead and DM you on Instagram, and then we can figure out how I can get that over to you. So I'm super excited, you guys. Like I said, I love this curriculum, and this is going to be just a fun way for one of you to be able to check it out and try it out for free to see if that is a right fit for your family. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Again, comment below, please. I'd love to know if this was helpful for you and encouraging to you. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.